Honestly, I wasn't even supposed to be here tonight. But because I am, Friday morning, I saw that Halloween was supposed to be, well, the night before Halloween was supposed to be 30 degrees. So I stocked up on firewood. Look at this. No, not the water. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, bear with me because this is the only camera I got because my cell phone ran out of space and SD card. Not even supposed to be here tonight, but by the time, because I have to work in the morning, but by the time it stopped raining, it was already getting dark. Now I was like, there's no way I can climb down this treacherous ass mountain in the dark. It's not happening. I would totally kill myself. So I spent my afternoon, well, I spent the whole day thinking I was going to leave and getting everything packed up. And then I spent my afternoon rushing to get firewood because I also remember seeing on the weather it was going to be 30 degrees out Fahrenheit, so it's going to be just below freezing, which makes me a little worried because I have a Sawyer mini filter in my backpack. I don't want to bring that in my sleeping bag tonight. But look what I managed to do for firewood. They're all pretty good size around. Just to give you an idea. Stay still. So, basically, there. About 2 palm widths. I also got all these little sticks. I got some drying. So I think I'm going to be staying warm tonight regardless. You can see I got like the base of an oak tree in there right now. You can see the root bundle. That'll burn for a good long while. I might save him for breakfast, because that's a pretty big log. But yeah, 30 degrees. All I got is my hammock, so not a fan of freezing temperatures and a hammock. I don't have an underquilt or an overquilt, so I just use a sleeping bag, and if it's real cold I put my sleeping mat in there. I just had some whatever was not hung up in my bear bag, which was a bag of oatmeal and a thing of hot cocoa. So I'm good to go. I'm gonna go to bed. Everyone have a good night and a great Halloween. Hey, good morning. I'm gonna make this quick. It's probably about 7:45 a.m. I woke up and it was still pretty dark out. So, sorry I'm hunched over. I'm still under my tarp because it's still raining, which means my fire's probably out. But yeah, I woke up and I was so warm that I was actually sweating. That's what woke me up, is like just being so sweaty. So right now I laid there for probably about 45 minutes just to, you know, kind of let that sweat evaporate while I was in my sleeping bag. You know, unzipped it a little, let that come out, because I didn't want to climb out of here all sweaty and wet. But then when I went to put on my jacket, it's still soaked from last night. So I gotta get a fire going and dry off. The rain's not too heavy right now. If I get the fire going, I should be able to dry off a little. So that's my plan. Might have a couple coals. Oh yeah, look, I already see smoke. Alright. I thought for sure this would be completely out, having been rained on all night. Can you see all that? Take my little coal rake and it'll pull out the coals but leave the ash behind. What I do is I pull kind of everything over to one side like this, and then I just use those two little tongers to flip the good coals back in there. Oh, that's a rock. That's a rock. Now that I got a good bed of coals, as you can see, I'm honestly thinking about making myself, well, I'm out of sugar, so not like I have to have sugar for coffee, but I got hot cocoa. Might as well have some hot cocoa. Because that looks like the, I mean, it really looks like the perfect cook fire. And whatever this little hole is, something inside this piece of wood is burning too, so. Considering how wet everything is, those might have been a little too big in diameter. Yeah, this stuff should flame up pretty easy. Once the coals should be able to dry it out enough. Help get my water hot faster. I just want my hot cocoa. Take out those monster ones. I don't recommend doing this if you don't have a lid. Or you don't like the taste of ash, one or the other. If you love the taste of ash in your hot cocoa, go for it. Shows you how wet that wood is, or how wet it was. There we go. Would it have been easier to make a fire first? Maybe. But where's the fun in that? I'm only trying to boil 2 cups. That's all my little green cup holds, is 2 cups of water. Oh yay, we're boiling. Hot diggity cocoa time. I'm gonna have to find a good mixing stick because my spoon's all in the bear hang with all my other tasty goodies. Alright, stir stick. You look good enough. Well, there goes the battery. Alright, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. I'm gonna get this fire going and enjoy my cocoa. I dropped one of my gloves in the creek while I was trying to get water, so I only got one semi-dry glove right now, but it dawned on me. You might have seen me toting this new knife around. I made a couple posts about it on my Bushcraft site. This is an authentic Ryu limb forged blade. And I realized you guys probably haven't seen me use it since I got out here with it. But I need to make a little drying rack for my glove there. This will make a nice drying rack. Yeah, I know, not the most impressive demonstration, but it was the only time I really thought to record anything. Maybe I'll get some better recordings later on. Like these two saplings, for example. I didn't think to film it, but this one, that one, push cut those with a single push cut. Just kind of bent them over a little, bent it, one cut, gone. Because they would have been in the way of my rain fly. They had to go. I know I'm a sapling murderer. Oh no. Got my fire going pretty good though. Whoa. Slippery, muddy. And again, I got that piece covering the fire from the rain. And then once that dies down a little, I got some nice oak here that I am cooking some breakfast with. I got 4 eggs to cook, and I got a can of corned beef hash. I don't know if I gave you guys like a full view of my site since I set up for the rain. You can see I got the front of the tarp lifted up pretty high. This middle here that I got tied down was only because the water kept pooling. And so to stop it from pooling, I had to lower wherever I wanted it to drain. But yeah, I got it so my little Bushcraft stool is just inside there, but close enough to where I can get some heat from the fire and try to dry off. Because trying to dry off in the rain is no fun. And I put a third stake at the back to just kind of lift up those 2 areas there, just to give me a little more room to walk around behind the hammock. So that's a tour of my campsite, new and improved. It's been 2 days straight of rain. Rained all last night, but let me sit down here. Today's gonna be my last day here. I can't spend another night because I got to be to work tomorrow. Isn't that an awful thought? Tomorrow's Halloween. I was hoping to spend Halloween out here with the full moon and everything. Maybe Bigfoot likes full moons. Maybe I could have caught a glimpse of him. Maybe that was Bigfoot back in them trees the other night when I saw those eyes just staring at me. But yeah, I think it was more like right over there. Like there's some pine trees right there. My knee is still getting dripped on. Not this one, but this one's sticking out just enough. I just moved this chair too. Oh well. The problem is, if I move it back anymore, then I'm not going to be able to feel the warmth from the fire. Oh well. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys when I'm ready to make my breakfast. Also, I figured I'd show you my awesome sawhorse that I've been working with over here. This thing is coming super handy. There's nothing like not having to hunch over when you're sawing. Makes things so much nicer. Ow. Especially when you cut up as much firewood as I do. Because I'm usually doing cold weather camping, so. Just goes to show, always keep your eyes out, you know, for useful objects. But now we got to get the limbs off this. Nah. Yeah, I'll just use a saw for those. Always better safe than sorry. I may be leaving today, but I don't want to. I don't want to be packing up without a fire. For those of you who might not be familiar, this is the Spring Creek saw, made in USA. Very affordable. A lot cheaper than like the Agawa Boreal, and in my opinion it does just enough good. What I do is I buy one of these and then I buy a Backwoods drywood blade, and it fits right in here, and that thing will make quick work of new wood. The Backwoods drywood blade you just saw me using, I've had in here since 2022. Total of probably 30-40 days out in the wilderness with just that one blade. Good stuff. And like I said, it's really affordable. Fire is, I would say, ready for cooking. Just got to stir that up a little, get rid of some of that smoke, and I think we'll be good to go. Let's see, I'll show you how I turn that mess into a cook fire. You guys get to sit on my nice comfy Bushcraft chair, and I'll just squat. Oh, let's see how my glove drying rack did. Yeah, still pretty soggy, but I think I can fix that. Woo! Yeah, it's definitely got some heat to it there. Those coals are ready. Yeah. These things are going back on the rack though. It'd be better if I could stick them over here somewhere. Out of my way. Problem is you can't jam this thing down anywhere because it's all rock. I'll tell you, don't forget my my patented ultimate poker stick. This thing works great. Okay, so it's not patented, so you can go home and make it. But in my opinion, it's definitely the way to make a nice bushcraft poker. And the more you use it, the more it kind of gets fire hardened. So it doesn't really burn up as much as you might think, even if it's a dead stick like this one is. Oh yeah, that'll be a nice cook fire. You remember what I told you the last step was making a good cook fire was? Pop quiz. You have 10 seconds to remember. 8, 7, 6. You lose. Get rid of that ash. Alright. Well, anyway, that's how I make my camp cook fire. Down where it kind of dips in, there's like a ditch right there. I'll just fill that whole ditch with coals. As they start to, turn into coals, I'll just shove them that way. And that'll be perfect for my frying pan for my eggs and hash. If I had a little bit larger rock like this guy there, I could, like I was saying earlier, I could lay it over top, but I don't think I have another one that's big enough and flat. Like this one looks like it would be, but I don't think. Well, maybe it is flat. That might actually work. But I'm just worried it might not have enough time to get hot, and I'm hungry. I wish I had spotted that earlier. Well, I guess I did because I'm the one who put it there, but I also didn't know how this fire pit was going to turn out. It looked a little more level on the bottom when I first made it, because that was all like moss. And then once the moss burned away, I realized it was a pit, so I lined it with rock underneath so it wouldn't burn down into the ground and maybe catch these roots on fire, You gotta be careful that I've had, I remember one of the first times I ever went camping alone. I was pretty young, and I had a little pup tent, and my grandfather dropped me off on some little island somewhere, and I just started a fire like right there on the ground, and man, by the time I woke up there was fire. It had spread probably 5 feet under the ground and was starting to come up a tree, so I was like, oh dear. That was nerve-wracking for somebody my age. I think I was probably 10, 12. Oh, I must have been like 12. I don't think anybody would drop a 10-year-old off. But So I bet you weren't expecting that when I told you I had eggs and hash, huh? Hash omelet, baby. Now imagine if I still had some of that cheddar cheese left to make in with that omelet. Try it sometime. It's delicious. It's 4 o'clock, Halloween day. I missed work because of rain. But it's alright. My boss, he'll forgive me. I got everything mostly broken down. All I got to do is hang my sleep mat underneath there, and my ridge line is still up for the hammock. I don't know if you can see it, but it's still there. Otherwise, pretty much as I left it, except clear. I've never left so much firewood before. I got that giant piece there, all that stuff that needs to be broke down. I got a whole log I dragged here. Oh, don't forget my saw. I always do a tool check before I leave anyway, but better safe than sorry. Got my walking stick. I took a picture of this rock. Look at these little dimples in the rock. See them? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Doesn't it look like somebody was shooting at it? But I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty out here in the middle of nowhere. Who would be shooting at this random rock? Maybe they missed a deer 12 times? I don't know. Anyway. Happy Halloween, everyone. Time for me to get going. Last thing I gotta break down is my Bushcraft stool, which this time did not break because I used green legs, and it works great. I love that thing. Goodbye until the next adventure. I just wanted to show you guys how treacherous this walk down here is. It's a pretty steep slope. You see all these rocks everywhere, and keep in mind I've gone this route a number of times. All it takes is one branch laying in this direction. You step on it, you slip, or you step off the edge of a rock and you go in a hole and twist your ankle, like right here. I don't know what I'm stepping in. Right here, is that leaves? You got to be very careful. I got my walking stick stuck. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, it's just very, very difficult terrain. That's why I wasn't about to attempt this at night. Look at this. No, not the water. Look at that wall. How old would you say that is? Pretty cool, right? Maybe those bullet holes I saw in that rock were from some Revolutionary War or something. I don't know. Did they fight it here in the Catskills? That would suck. Horrible terrain.